Bhatta brand was actually built because of our strength in sourcing in terms of wheat. So agribusiness division is one of the largest exporters of coffee from the country. They're one of the largest buyers and exporters of coffee. They've been doing this for almost 25 years. They were one of the pioneers, in fact, of the whole e-commerce model in coffee. They actually started something called planters.net almost 20 years back, where the coffee planters could actually come and figure out what the prices are, the best practices in terms of coffee growing plantations and all of that. So they've actually been pioneers in this. And of course, ITC Hotels is known for its luxury ambience and service. And foods business is known for our ability to build brands, our ability to bring in technology, and our ability for product development. And essentially what we have done is actually combine the strengths of all these three businesses. We've launched the Sunbeam Gourmet Coffee. We believe that the luxury market in India is small at this point in time, but it is going to grow rapidly. And I think that is going to happen with increasing incomes, with the economy growing and the GDP growing and all of that. And a lot of Indians are beginning to travel abroad and they're kind of experiencing some of the finest products and services in the world. We believe there is a big gap in the Indian market in terms of the luxury market space. And I think ITC is uniquely positioned to actually capitalize on this. Can I bring together the best coffees in the world, wherever it is that these coffees are growing? And not only that, can we also do it in a manner that is very unique to the consumer? So we said some of the finest coffees in the world are grown in the South American belt. Coffee is a crop which actually grows around 15 degrees north and south of the equator. And some of the finer coffees are actually grown in South America. So we actually studied the different coffee beans from different countries. And we also realized that there are parts of India which grow very, very fine coffees. And two of the regions is one is Annamalai and the other is a place called Baba Bunandiri, which is in Coorg. And actually the legend has it that Baba Bunandiri is actually a saint who came from Yemen. He came with coffee seeds and he actually planted the coffee seeds in Coorg. And that is how coffee actually came to this country. So what we've done is there are many people who can provide single origin coffees. They can provide straight coffees from Nicaragua, Panama, Colombia, or any of these countries. But I think what we have done is we've taken some of the world's best coffees. We've taken some of India's best coffees and we've actually mixed them together. And that actually requires a lot of expertise in blending. In fact, hopefully after some time we'll be serving you the coffees, and Christopher here is our product developer. He works on, he's the person who's developed these two blends, and I'll ask him to talk to you people about how these blends were developed in a little bit more detail. But that is what we've done. So not too many people are able to blend two different coffees, and it's a huge art in blending because each of those coffees have a certain aroma, notes that they are known for, and they also have some off notes, and therefore you have to figure out what kind of combination goes best. And we figured out that the Annamalai Panama combination and the Baba Bunandiri and the Nicaragua combination kind of worked extremely well. Therefore, the proportions, the grind sizes, the roasting, all that becomes extremely important. So that is really what we have done with Sunbeam as a brand, and that's where the line also says that it's India's best and the world's finest, which have actually come together. We actually launched Sunbeam coffees about a little over a month and a half back. Actually, almost 2 months back in Calcutta. It was the first of the ITC show. And after that, that's very. So I just thought I'll just give you a background in terms of how we went about it and what our thinking has been in terms of the launch. And I'll be kind of happy to answer this particular segment. I believe that this segment hardly exists in India today. I think there are some international coffee brands which are available through the imported route, and predominantly selling more in Delhi and Bombay, not so much in the south. So in a sense, this is a open market. I think we are trying to create a market of sorts by actually creating a luxury gourmet coffee market in the country. I think worldwide there are many companies and brands which have done this. There are very, very upmarket coffee parlors and coffee brands, and coffee is a big thing in many parts of the world. I think it is going to become big in India as well. India is fundamentally a tea drinking country, and I think the tea industry is estimated at almost 20 times the size of the coffee market. But I think the coffee market is rapidly growing. I think it also happens as I think countries evolve, as the palates develop, and I think people are beginning to kind of ask for. And I think you're also seeing a lot of it happening to the coffee parlors which are opening up to various companies from Coffee, and so on and so forth. So I think otherwise coffee in India has essentially been a South Indian phenomenon.
Any particular reason for that?
Sorry?
Any reason for working it in Calcutta? Or how was the response now?
Yeah, we only launched it in Calcutta because it coincided